a lot of people who are of age on the panel are generally discredited because they are deemed to be out of touch. But in real life, we actually have what I refer to as XP, right? We have experience points because we have the wisdom. And I can't speak for everyone on the panel, but me personally, I'll be outside. I'll be in a mix. Uh, Secondly, I have two teenagers who I talk to on a daily basis, and I meet some of their friends, right? And I interact with young people in their 20s on a daily basis, right? So we all do this. Not to mention, most of us on the panel are influencers. So, of course, we understand. I've studied thousands of hours on analytics and different things like that, and the effects, adverse and otherwise, on social media. And I would say that there's other people on the panel who do the same thing. So I don't think we should disparage or discredit anyone based on age, because we definitely understand what's going on in social media just by how deeply involved we are into it.
Okay, Darwin. I think I don't want to go down the conversation, but I just want to clarify. She wasn't saying anything about them being leaders. She was saying that influence is undue, and by having negative influences, they can influence a culture of people to act a certain way. Similar to like when Charleston White said, if you want to know who your kid is, find out who their favorite rapper is. Not because they are who we would put in place as the leaders, but if they act as ad hoc or surrogates for people who don't have men or these other people in your home, then a negative message can, I don't think it's 100% responsible, but it can play a part. I think that was the point she was trying to make.
At least on the people that's an issue in our community, because I feel like y'all talk about, when I hear y'all talk, it be like, I'm like, okay, y'all sound like y'all came from a privileged background. Y'all had some type of male leaders in y'all society. Y'all, I mean, in your
No,
family to help guide you in a way.
came
But
from a house full of crackheads.
when
So-
I'm well, eventually you found somebody, because how did you get to where you are today? Like you said, Darwin, you even said even with us as women, it's important that we have some type of male figure to vet. I just found this at 33, and this is somebody who graduated high school at 16. I wasn't running around as no thought. My mama tried to police everything that I did. You get what I'm saying? But regardless of what she tried to police, most of the people in my high school were not being policed. So a lot of the stuff y'all saying, y'all don't realize the issue they begin with starts with fatherless homes. Regardless of what y'all talking about, the issue is how are we going to fix
that's true in some instances, right? Because I came from, I had a mother and a dad, right? I come from a very, very huge family. My grandmother had a million kids, right? I'm from down south. And I remember, because I was kind of like humble dad, like we had a sneak to listen to UGK. Like we only listen, it was no secular music. Like it wasn't happening, right? So I remember like having to sneak to do these things. So I do understand what Di is saying. No matter what you do, you're going to have exposure to it. And in this day and age with social media, like and also to Humble Dad's point as well, like my daughter's young, she's 7, right? I am very active. I go up to the school, they know my name, they see me coming, right? And my daughter did not know who Meg the Stallion was, right? Those other little kids, they knew, and they were like surprised at me that my daughter didn't know Meg, she didn't know Cardi, she knew that she had heard like the songs on the radio, right? But she knew that she had never seen these people, she's never been exposed to them. She just like dancing the little top. She'd never seen these artists, right? Because I don't expose her to it. When we get in the car, my daughter literally knows Aretha Franklin, okay? So I think that it is what you expose your kids to. And if you're going to be around these kids, because I choose my kids' friends, okay? Choosing them, I judge all of those things. And I think that the people that you're around, like Darwin said, you have to be giving them the right message. Because they have exposure to those things, but you got to let them know them things ain't right.
Not just that, Aisha. What I realized is a lot of parents, especially single moms. That's why I said the fatherless households have a lot to do with it, because you've had help or some type of support. You have the time to put that into your kids. A lot of these moms, especially where I'm living at, Chicago, they work so much, almost from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Damn near just, they don't have the time to provide for their household. And also,
my grandmother had 11 children. G, it's to me that's what.
Aisha, like I said,
Why would you have a child and then say you don't have time to take care of it?
Aisha, they have that. You think these people just have kids? They're having kids with men. The men are offering promises, just like the guy who did everything he was supposed to do for you. I mean, the guy came and pretended like he was going to. He was ready for marriage. This is something that's going on. So to be like, oh, that ain't no excuse. It is an excuse. It is an excuse, because they don't have help. They don't have help. They, like back in the day, you could go to your cousin's house. Even my child's father said that. I mean, my child's my daughter's grandmother said that. She said there was times where they would switch off every summer. One summer,
I am a full-time mom. I am a realtor. I work a 10-hour job every day. Let me tell you this. I moved to Chicago. I live here alone. I don't have 1 inch of family. I don't know a person. My daughter is in gymnastics. She does competitive cheer. She does Western piano, and I've never missed a program. So what you're saying is not registering with me.
It wouldn't, because you also not dealing with the trauma that most of these single parents are dealing with. Trauma has an effect on how you process things and how you move forward. Y'all just expect people to know what's better.
Let them dig it out.
See,
that's crazy.
Aisha, do you want to respond to that? Do you feel like you're dealing with the trauma as well?
Let Kim. Can Kim go real quick and then we transition?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, Kim.
Because I'm done. I hear where y'all coming from. Because I just want to let y'all know I don't have those issues. My daughter don't know not one TikTok, and I'm not. But when I'm looking at other people in their situations, and when I've been there, when I had to deal with my trauma, thank God I had a support system that when that trauma came up, I had a support system to come in and say, hey, we got her while you get yourself together. You go what I'm saying? So I just want to say I am blessed. I'm not ignorant to what y'all saying. But what I'm saying is they've conditioned us to a point to where and it's not just the condition us, it's the mental and emotional trauma to where
so that Kim
we are dealing with things. Well, when I listen to other parents, a lot of the examples that we have, if you lack examples in your community, the only examples they do have is depending on what they end up tuning into, whatever the community is doing. They really, you know what I'm saying?
Die. Gotta move on.